Vulnerability mapping in an election. Disclaimer: this training material is for use in training of election officials. It should not be referred as guideline of PCI. In case of any variance in this training material, the Commission guidelines, rules, laws shall prevail. Learning outcomes. At the end of the session, the participants will be able to define the vulnerability and vulnerability mapping, explain the importance of vulnerability mapping in the conduct of an impartial, free and fair election. They will be able to know how the VM is done. Describe the roles and responsibilities of sector officer regarding vulnerability mapping. Identify different types of formats. Apply and interpret the various orders, guidelines and instructions issued by the Commission. What is vulnerability? Susceptibility of any voter or section of voters, whether or not living in a geographical identified area, to being wrongfully prevented from or influenced upon in relation to the exercise of their right to vote in a free and fair manner, through intimidation or use of any kind of undue influence or force on the voter. What is vulnerability mapping? Vulnerability mapping is an exercise to identify in advance such voters or section of voters who are likely to be vulnerable. Identify the persons or other factors causing such vulnerability. Take adequate or corrective actions in advance on the basis of such identification. What is the need of vulnerability mapping? Election Commission of India, as an upholder of democracy in India, works on the premise of no voter to be left behind, a perfect intent for inclusive and accessible elections. Election Commission of India initiated a mechanism called vulnerability mapping in the year 2007 to dampen conflict during campaign periods and around a polling station, to control the use of muscle power in elections, to prevent intimidation of voters, to make elections all inclusive and participatory, to encourage people to come out and vote. What is to be done under vulnerability mapping? 3 stages of vulnerability mapping are: identification of vulnerable voters, section of voters, identification of persons or the factors causing such vulnerability, strategic plan and adequate corrective actions well in advance, preventive measures against the persons responsible for causing the vulnerability. Of vulnerability mapping, sector officer will collect the requisite information. Before finalizing the report, he will contact SHO. Sector officer will submit the report to the RO. RO will compile the information for the entire constituency. Now the DO and SP will finalize the report and send it to the Commission and will take the initiative corrective measures. What are the parameters of vulnerability mapping? DOs to collect input based on the present and past records concerning the elements of vulnerability in their district or the constituency. VM1 format provides a set of parameters to collect the input on the vulnerability. Parameters to make the vulnerability plan rationalized and realistic. We have to look after pre-poll complaints. There are 2 dimensions of pre-poll complaints: MCC violation, including the misuse of money power to bribe electors in cash or kind, and the political rivalries. Act of political parties and sector officers VM report. Voting percentage in the previous elections. Cases of low or high voter turnout should be examined and analyzed. Presence of minorities, SC/STs, other vulnerable sections, and domination of anti-social elements should be taken into account. Cross-checking of vulnerability mapping reports by the SDM, SDOP, district intelligence inputs, and police inputs. Worry list submitted by the political parties and the candidates. Alternate sources of information that might be from media, call center, and the social media, etc. What actions to be taken for the vulnerability mapping? Appointment of suitable sector officers. DOs to appoint sector officer 4 months before the date of poll of last held general election for the exercise of vulnerability mapping. Sector officers should be appointed to supervise 10 to 12 polling stations that can be covered in 1 to 2 hours. After announcement of the election schedule, till the poll process is going on, sector officers shall be designated as sector magistrate for the same area at least 7 days before the poll day. They will be conferred the powers of special executive magistrates. Appointment of sector police officer at police station level. Every police station covers a certain area of assembly constituency. SP of the district shall appoint a sector police officer. SPO and SO shall jointly conduct the exercise of vulnerability mapping. SPO shall not be less than the rank of ASI or head constable. Appointment of designated police officer at the police station level. For tracking the individual troublemongers and for ensuring that they are kept under the watch, a designated police officer will be designated at the Thana or the police station level for ensuring the proper law and order and smooth and peaceful conduct of poll. The RO/SDM of each assembly constituency or the segment shall coordinate with the sector officer and these designated police officers. Sector officers and designated police officers shall be provided following information: electoral roll of each of the polling station with hamlet name etc. to enable them to contact voters of every section in the park. Polling station wise basic minimum facilities. Voter turnout report. Gender ratio. Model code of conduct related violation. A route map of their area. Pre-poll responsibility of sector officer regarding vulnerability mapping. They will initiate vulnerability mapping exercise as per the timeline. Frequent visit at least 3 for the confidence building measures and fine tuning of the vulnerability mapping. Identification of villagers, hamlets and segments of voters vulnerable to threat and intimidation. Identification of persons who make it vulnerable. Names of such persons to be given to the DO or the RO. Accountability for ensuring free access of voters for voting. Contact point within the vulnerable community with their telephone numbers. Sector officer will prepare a sketch map of the polling stations, list of telephone numbers of polling stations, and election-related officers, police stations, list of responsible persons. Preparation of list of anti-social elements. Meeting with labor inspectors and food and supply officers for identification of vulnerable areas. Meeting with heads of the education institution, especially residential institution. Interaction with factory or godown owners. Meeting with Gram Pradhan Sarpanch for confidence building measures. Sharing information with the beat constable. Knowledge about geography of the polling station. Identifying the distribution of electors in terms of caste, creed and religion. Interaction with persons running printing press. Keep a check on vulnerable section with the help of flying squads. Randomly verify distribution of voter information slip, especially in vulnerable pockets. Raise awareness about 1950 and C-Vision. The sector officer shall give special attention to verify whether the voters from the vulnerable habitats of the communities are turning up for voting or not. In case they are not voting, sector officer should immediately inform the returning officer and the control room. Role of general observer in vulnerability mapping. Upon the arrival of the observer in the constituency, the district election officer shall hand over the details of the polling station wise vulnerability mapping of the relevant assembly constituency to the observer. The observer will also visit such location and interact with the voters and shall constantly monitor the developments. Vulnerability mapping importance in deciding critical polling stations. The vulnerability mapping also gives valid inputs for the identification of critical polling stations and critical clusters. The critical polling stations are identified for taking additional measures in advance for ensuring free and fair election. Reporting formats for vulnerability mapping. Format VM1. VM1 is information on each assembly segment to be provided by the DO/RO to sector officer for determining vulnerability mapping. VM2 format. Polling station-wise format for enlisting vulnerable localities, pockets, voter segments, and list of intimidators by the sector officer. VM3 format. Summary of polling station-wise enlisting of vulnerable localities, pockets of voter segments, and of intimidators by the sector officer, to be submitted to the returning officer within 3 days of the announcement of the election. In case no such vulnerability in the assembly segment, the DO shall obtain a certificate from the field functionaries from the Thana block level and sub-division level from the SP. DO will finally submit a certificate to the CO that no such vulnerability within this district and submit a certificate to the CO within 5 days of the announcement of the election. The timeline format for the vulnerability mapping is shown on the screen. The format VM1 is shown on the screen. The format VM2 is shown on the screen. The format VM3 is shown on the screen. Format of the VM4 report to be prepared by the returning officer is shown on the screen. Format of VM5 report to be prepared by the district election officer is shown on the screen. Format of VM6 report to be prepared by the CO is shown on the screen. In this educational video, we have learned about the vulnerability mapping. If you have any doubt or want any clarification, then you can contact through the mail as shown on the screen. For other videos or rules and regulations, you can visit the web address as shown. Thank you.